Everybody, it's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Welcome to 2022. I can officially say Happy New Year to everyone. It's so wonderful to see you all for the first time in a brand new year. And yeah, it's kind of a brand new us too, because Paul and I have been really focusing on healthy eating. And let me tell you what, it certainly has paid off. And for the first time in 10 years, I can honestly say that we are both on the same food page in the cookbook. So it's very exciting to have been on this little journey together. Paul, you are down how many?
38.6 pounds, but who's counting?
And I'm down 26. So, oh my goodness, it has been one heck of a run for the both of us, and we're just loving it. Oh yeah, Paul's lost 5 inches on his waist, and I'm going to tell you that the only place I ever measure anymore is for sweaters. So I can tell you that I'm not quite 5 pounds different, but that's not a bad thing sometimes. Anyway, Paul, who's joining us tonight?
All righty.
My goodness, look at all those names popping up on the screen.
We've got Jillian Goldrich, the first one in the house, with a hello, and Donna Nahajlo, hello, everyone. Patricia Espejo, Happy New Year,
Happy
everyone.
New Year.
Leslie Welsh Flaherty with a hello, and our friend from the Cape, Darren Showers, hello from the Cape, and Happy New Year. Lorraine Schiller, Happy New Yarn. Hey, I like that. I like that. Maria Brandt, good evening. Happy New Year to you all. And Doris Colwell says hello. Heather Campbell shared.
Thank you, Heather.
Lorraine Schiller throws up a bunch of thumbs up emojis. And Heather Campbell, good job, guys.
Yeah, we've been working hard. And you know what? It almost doesn't seem like work at this point anymore because we've gotten so used to it. And it's funny. I was trying to convince Paul or express the importance of healthy eating all these years, and it's now it's like we can't touch anything without I'm looking at a label, which is kind of very interesting. It's a whole new way now with him leading the charge on something. And when Paul leads the charge, let me tell you what, you are going along with it whether you like it or not. so you can tell we've both been a little raspy here too over the holiday season, but you know what, we're strong and we're coming through. And I hope you all have had some safe holidays and staying healthy with friends. Yes, what's up there, Paul?
All right, Heather Campbell says, good job, guys. Patricia Espejo, that is fantastic, the both of you. And Donna Nahajlo, congratulations to you both. Carolyn Noller, all the way from Virginia, says hello from snowy Virginia.
I saw that. Another friend from Virginia posted today.
Andrea Whitmore, hey, buddies.
Hey,
hi, buddy.
Andrea.
Anna Maria Milani's in the house, says hi, y'all. And Anna Colfay in Munford, hello, friends. Happy New Year. Candace Wise with a Happy New Year. And Ray Shandi Jones, hi, buddies. Andrea Whitmore, Paulette Meyer, and Paul. Happy New Year, everyone. And Julie Denny Stark, happy Monday.
Wow.
And there you have it.
Shoot, we've got a crowd. And thank you so much for joining us. Andrea, I have to tell you how much I enjoyed. Thank you so much for posting your daughter's videos of her playing piano. I sat there and watched the whole thing. Every video that you posted, I watched you turn pages. I watched her be gorgeous and listen to the beautiful music. It actually made it feel very Christmassy for me, since we wound up spending it alone and change of plans at the last minute. So it was really nice to have that music coming through, and kind of felt really special for me. So thanks for posting that. And I do enjoy everyone's posts, and just it's so nice to be a part of all your lives and to really enjoy getting to know you all, not just working with you as knitters, but getting to know you as people, individuals, from the heart, right from the heart. So thanks for sharing all those things with us here. And so we've got a great show planned for you tonight, and there are just a variety of things that are happening, and I was kind of betwixt and between what I was going to talk about tonight, but we'll start and we'll see how far we get. I don't need to have to do it all at once, but we're all in one show. We can spread it out, but I want to at least touch the tip of the iceberg on a lot of these topics. Does somebody have notes there, Paul?
Well, Andrea Whitmore says, thank you so much. And locally, or not, Judy Rondo Snitkin says, Happy New Year from Virginia Beach.
Oh,
Hey,
so you're
did she move down there?
Judy. No, she has family down there, honey. So she goes as often as she can, which I think is lovely.
Aha. And
Really
then No
lovely.
Wonder Boy is in the house, says, Hello, my toes are warm in my cheater socks. And Pamela Rose Atkins, hi all.
Hi. Yes, I was watching Bryce's dog chew on, play footsies with him. And I knew Bryce had just gotten some new socks here from Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, those little cheater socks that we have. If you haven't seen them, take a peek on the website. So I want to start off by showing you something. Wait, no, Paul, don't move the camera. You stay right where you are. I'm going to
Don't peek.
Don't go anywhere. I have got to show this to our fans, and just wait till you see this. It's coming around right now. Look at that.
Whoa, what do you got there, Nitty Gritty?
Oh my gosh. I bet you can guess it's Art Yarns. This is the new inspiration color that's right here and right there. It's called Carmel by the Sea. Oh my gosh, there's just something about the pink in this colorway that it's I don't know, it's a silky looking pink. Something about the way you can just kind of run your hand over it. It's just smooth and soft, and I love it. It's got a sheen to it, and the whole colorway just is filled with excitement. And let me show you some of the projects that are available with this. This is the inspiration, the complementary color. It's this teal. It's a deep teal, which works beautifully if you're doing slip stitch pattern, and which there is one of. And then there's another. So let me just show you. This right now is a knit along that Iris
Wow.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Wow.
When you say that, Paul, I know it's an impressive piece. So
Yeah,
this is Iris put out the neon splash design a few months back with the neon colors, and she took it a
Hey, you
step.
look like Kilroy is here.
Oh, yeah. Who, me? And so she took it a step further and decided to create this beautiful rectangular pattern, but it's just so different than the neon splash pattern. And you can see how that dark teal just jumps out and complements the colors in the Carmel by the Sea colorway. So that's one piece right now. And when you order the yarn from us, we send you over to her site to get on Ravelry to become part of the knit along, and that's how you get the pattern. That's how she releases these new patterns when she does this. Yes, Paul.
Gloria Hamel-Thies, hello everyone, and Kelly Kohlhofer, wow. Wendy Perry-Snap, hi. Heather Campbell, very cool.
Yeah, so this is a really cool pattern. The Carmel by the Sea will be, I started putting it on the website tonight, but I did not have a chance to get it all. So it will be up right after the show tonight. You'll see all the different combinations of colors. And I will note for each pattern what you need, what yarns you'll need to make those patterns. Yes, Paul.
And all the way from Eureka, California, it's Rita Johnson Cotterman says, I made it.
Yes, you did.
Not far behind Rita Johnson Cotterman, I'm sure, is one Doug Cotterman.
Yep, yarn it, Doug. And Gina Bates is working on Mondays now, so she misses the show, at least the beginning of it.
Apparently, she's not spoken to our other friend in Vermont.
I know. Hey, Greta Jade, you might want to give Gina Bates some hints on how to watch the show while you work.
Exactly.
So that's one of the Carmel by the Seas. And for that one, actually, you need one hank of each of these. Okay. Or we have other complementary colors if you want. But those are the two that we're using, that she's using in hers.
You know what Carmel reminds me of?
Caramel.
I
knew you were going to say that. Then Lucinda Iglesias does a great job creating patterns.
She got a brother named Julio?
No, she does not. But this is the pattern that she has created for this shawl, for this combination of colors. And this is a slip
Man, this
stitch.
stuff is on fire.
I know. This is a slip stitch cowl that is reversible. So it's really cool. And we have the pattern for that. So when you order the yarn, just again, one skein of each, when you just let me know which pattern it is you wanted to work on. And we can always incorporate beaded silk and sequins into any pattern. And I'm looking, what I'd like to do is incorporate it into this piece right here, because I'm sure that like right in this little area here, each time we can find a spot for it. And there are so many other patterns that are out there that we can incorporate the beads into as well. And let me just show you the last one that I have here for Carmel by the Sea, using the 2-ply ombre mohair. This is called the Convertible Poncho wrap. So this can be worn. It's a rectangular piece. Don't let this design fool you. It's a rectangular piece that then you fold and put the buttons on top to give it that poncho shape. I actually like it quite a bit, just as a scarf tied. It's really, really very pretty in those images as well. So that's a 2-ply ombre, and that takes one hank of the ombre. So
Heather Campbell says, ooh, fancy and styling.
They are. They're all very, very beautiful. Just gorgeous. So I wanted to show those to you. All these yarns and the photos will be on the website tonight, and I'll post a link tomorrow so that you can all take a look at them. Let me move these over here for now. Whoops. And speaking of new, oh my goodness, the knit along. Thank you all for your great interest. My goodness, we are working on, if you haven't seen it yet, it's called the Cozy X pullover. It's right here. Hold on one second, Paul. Cozy X. I love it. It's easy. It's a top-down pullover. It's got some great little detail in the edging. It's on the sleeves. It's got a cute little rib top. Very, very attractive. I chose this for the knit along because I wanted to encourage people who hadn't yet knitted sweaters to knit a sweater, and to know that, number one, you've got the support not only of a group with you, but you've also got the help that I can lend as we go along. And also, there's enough interest in the sweater to keep experienced knitters happy and involved in their knitting at the same time. Yes, Paul.
Marilyn Bresler, hi. Art yarn, so beautiful. And Gina Bates, oops, I'm late again.
It's okay. We were just talking about you.
And Rita Johnson Cutterman, I'm very excited for the KAL. And Candace Wise, this is the one I want to do, with a big smiling face emoji.
Well, I'm glad you want to do it. And I posted my phone number. Excuse me. I responded to your question with my phone number. So give me a call and let's talk about what you want to accomplish with that. And of course, you can do anything. You can make anything longer. Just want to make sure that in the hip line and you've got your pattern figured out properly. So let's see if we need to talk to the designer about that.
Hold on a second. We have breaking news. Doug Cotterman, yarn it. I fought fire next to Carmel by the Sea.
Oh, are you a firefighter, Doug?
Apparently he is.
Wow. Well, thank you. Be careful out there.
I thought he was just a regular old cool dude.
Well, he's that too. He's that too. Okay.
Candace Wise, yes, I will.
So, yeah. Okay. So this great, I think we've got, well, I know we have 8 people, 9. We might be up to 10 by now, but we can get you, as you can become part of it. Remember, the Zooms are optional, and we're meeting on Thursday nights from 8 to 9 Eastern, and on Saturday afternoons from 2 to 3. So those will be the Zoom times, and we have our in-person times. If you're local and you want to come and sit in it as a group while we do it, the sit in it will be expanded and it will include the Zoom call as well. So that'll be a way that we're getting the group involved locally as well as distance-wise.
But we're not serving food.
No, we're not serving
I
food.
just want to make sure we clarify that.
Oh, no, we're brown bagging it, but that'll be in your instructions if you're local.
Gina Bates says, I wish I was local.
I wish you were too.
www.americanairlines.com.
That's a long way to go for sitting it, honey.
Oh, well, we'll have to incorporate some other stuff into it.
Okay, so, and speaking of this, one of the notes that is in the pattern says, consider that you will spend many hours knitting this sweater, but only a few minutes to make a gauge swatch, and it's worth the time. Try your different needle sizes to obtain the gauge. And so while I was knitting my gauge swatch today, and I thought, you know, this is a really interesting thing to do on the show tonight. So I knitted my swatch, and so I want to tell you what I did. We're knitting in the round. So I knitted my swatch in the round. If you're knitting flat and knitting in the round, your finished work is going to come out a little bit differently. So I learned that it is important to knit in the fashion, and that you knit your swatch in the fashion that you will be knitting. Now, I had to resist the urge to go grab a tape measure while I was working on my swatch. And the reason I did that, wait a minute, is because it's so easy to cheat. Thank you. It's so easy to cheat and say,
Did you just grab my arm?
I did grab your arm. And say, I have 2 inches. I only need 2 inches. I don't need 4. Or, I have half the number of stitches that I need across. No, you want to knit your swatch at least what they're asking for, if not more. So what I did for my swatch was I knitted in the round, and I put as many stitches on the needle as I needed to go around. And so I, of course, have way more than I need. So it's going to give me a true swatch size when I'm done. What I did then was I knitted at least the number of rows that are required. And then now for me, length is not as important because I'm short, and I always wind up making it shorter than I need, using less rows than I need. But I still need to make sure that my swatch is correct. So I knitted my swatch, and then what I did, when you can see I have a pin here, and then I measured, I didn't count first. I measured 4 inches from my pin to pin. Then I took my tape measure and I measured how many stitches I had in between here. So I started off with 4 inches, and then I measured and then I counted my stitches. And you should have seen me dancing around. It is right on point. And that's unusual for me. But I actually did this the proper way. So I know now that that's going to be right. I will say that I started by knitting my swatch with, it says to use US 8 or 9 needles. Now, I'm usually a tight knitter, so I usually go up a size in needle to get the number of stitches I need for my gauge. As I started knitting, I didn't like the way, for me, the stitch was going to be too loose using the size 9 needle. So I went down to an 8, and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed that it was going to work the way I wanted it to, or the way it should. And it did. Yes, Paul.
Anna Van Munford. Oh, man, I wish I was local, too. And Rita Johnson Cotterman, do you block swatch?
Okay, good question. Now, normally, yes, it will. Your instructions say that a swatch should, not these instructions, but I've read that a swatch should be blocked. What I do with this is I just spritz it with a little water, because this was a circular swatch. I pinned it at the top and the bottom, and I just gave it a little spritz because what I know now is that if I wet block this, I have to be really careful not to stretch it out. You got to remember moonshine. Let's look at this yarn.
Not your grandpappy's moonshine.
Moonshine is 40% alpaca, 40% wool, and 20% silk. So alpaca, we know, is very drapey. The wool is going to give it some stability, and so is that silk. You know, it's going to give it. Silk doesn't have a whole lot of memory, as Bryce told us yesterday on his show. So silk, we want to make sure that our swatch is the right size because we know that there's going to be some drape in this. So with this sweater, when I'm done with it, I will probably spray block it or just give it a slight steam, very, very slight steam. You're not going to pull and yank on anything once it's complete. Yes, Paul.
Gina Bates, is that the gray I want?
Let's move this a little bit closer. Can you see that color now?
That's more of a greenish.
It's a green gold. Yeah, this is not gray.
But not green gold.
Not green gold. This is almost it's more gold. It's more gold. I don't even remember what the color name is. It might be golden moss or something. But
not to be confused with peat moss.
Yeah, no, that is not the color you were looking at. This is your color.
Gina Bates, the one you just held up.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No. This is a taupe. This is a taupe. I think that's not a color you wanted. You were concerned that color would.
You know, it almost looks gray
well
on the screen, to be
Does
honest
it?
with you.
Yeah, no, this is a taupe. Here, I'm going to show you. Watch. Here's your color. This one. See the difference? Now you can see the difference between the two.
Yep.
So yeah, we're having a lot of fun with color choices here. We've got lots of colors, and
Gina Bates says, "Oh."
And we have several going out tomorrow, and then a few colors had to be ordered. So if you're going to join us on the knit along, get your order in so that in case I have to place an order for your yarn, we get it to you on time. And I had someone from Canada who was interested in joining us, and as I mentioned to them, we'll ship out the yarn as soon as it's here. If it's not in-house, it only takes another day if we don't have it in-house. And then what you could do is the first day of the knit along, you can join us if you want to join the Zoom with a project that you have in the works. And then the next week you should probably have your yarn by then.
Gina Bates says, "Yay." And Candace Y says, "That's pretty, the taupe." And Rita Johnson, Cutterman, "I had such a hard time choosing. I'm still sore from the wrestling match."
Well, I think Gina said that thanks to you, she's doing the knit along because you got her all excited about the colors and the yarn and everything. So,
Yarn it.
Yeah. So yay. Thank you. Thank you so much. You all work so well together. And then when we get on the knit along, it's even more fun. So that's great.
Gina Bates throws up an LOL.
Any other questions there?
Not at the moment.
Okay. So,
but wait, there's more. Gina Bates says, "Yo, Rita."
Yeah.
Or no, yay, Rita.
Yay,
yeah.
Rita. Oh, the yarns for the tasting kits are being wound into their little tasting sample sizes, and we are expecting the magazines in February. So that is on the website if you're interested in getting a tasting kit. Those are, my goodness, they're popular like crazy already. And we've got enough books ordered this time that we should be able to accommodate all of them at one time. Okay. I thought I saw. Oh, look how pretty this is. Oh, somebody ordered this today. It's really cute, right? That's the Leah sweater. A lot of fun. So those are tasting kits.
Along with the Descent cowl.
Along with the Descent cowl. Yes, it is. So let me see what else is going on. I have my calendar here because without this calendar, there's so much stuff going on.
Rita Johnson, Cutterman, Gina Bates, glad to help you. Smiling face emoji.
Yeah. Yep, it's all about helping each other, right? Brioche Class. If you signed up for the Brioche Class, that starts on the 11th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to adjust your calendar if you are from outside the Eastern Time Zone. If you're
That's
local,
with our friend, right?
What was that, honey?
It's with our friend.
Yes, Pam Grushkin is going to be doing the class for us, a Zoom class. And we've got, if you're local, we'll be at the Niantic Winter Farmers Market on Saturday afternoon from 2:30 to 5. And I'm excited to do that again because we didn't have the market last year. And so we're back. No, actually, they had it last year. Did they have the market last year?
I don't remember.
Very limited. Oh, they didn't have any guest vendors. That was it
What.
last year. They didn't have any guest vendors last year. It was only food vendors. And so it'd be nice to be back there at Smith's Acres and enjoying. If you're local in Connecticut, you've never been to Smith's Acres, it's a wonderful, wonderful nursery and gift shop. And
they have jalapeno ketchup.
Lots of delicious food and lots of yummy things. And the farmers market, the indoor market is especially nice with all the different food vendors and crafters there. So that's what's happening there. And was there anything else? Maryland Sheep and Wool. Yes.
For those friends that are way out of state that need to plan in advance.
Well, for all of us. Maryland Sheep and Wool is becoming a reality. Well, Maryland Sheep and Wool is a reality for the actual event, but we have had lots of interest in a road trip. So I have been working with the hotel, and I've got us a room, a discount code for the room. I'm working with the hotel now for dinner Friday night, a place for us to gather, breakfast Saturday morning, then a place for us to gather on Saturday afternoon, and then dinner out at a lovely restaurant in Maryland, not far from the venue, from the hotel, on Saturday night. So the reason I say all this is because we have to have a minimum of 20 people for the restaurant part of it. And so the room block is set, but we need to have a minimum of 20 people. So if you are interested, please message me, put it somewhere, let me know. And because I have to work this out. So it'll be a package price. The package will include dinner Friday night, breakfast Saturday, dinner Saturday. It will not include your hotel room, which you'll make on your own, and it will not include your ticket to the festival, which you will order on your own. So I'm getting us a package, a gathering package, if you will. So
it's going to be a gritty groupie gala.
It will be. It'll be a gritty groupie gala. Oh my God. Yes, Paul.
And Bryce Wonder says, Maryland, woot woot.
Yeah.
Kelly Kohlhofer, or are already in Maryland, LOL.
Correct.
Candace Wise, I live in Maryland, about 20 miles away.
Well, see, that's it. So if you want to join the group,
then
that package, you can join us for everything, and you don't have to worry about the hotel. If you want to stay overnight, we have folks who live in Maryland who are staying overnight anyway. So if you want to come to a gritty groupie event, that's the way to do it.
Anna Colfan Munford, where in Maryland and when?
It's in West Friendship, Maryland. And the Sheep and Wool Festival is the 7th and 8th, May 7th and 8th. And that's Saturday and Sunday. And we're doing Friday night, Saturday, and then Sunday's on your own.
Leslie Welsh Flaherty, Maryland Sheep and Wool, the best experience, really worthwhile, and about 15 miles from me.
Good for you. See, we've got all these great people.
Rita Johnson, Cotterman, what a fun time you will have.
Yeah, I know. We got to get you out here, Rita, for something. We at some point you'll be ready. And
Yarn it.
Well, maybe you and Doug could do a road trip. Actually, Paula's going to the Fiber Festival.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
so,
that was supposed to be a surprise.
honey, nothing with you is ever a surprise.
Hmm.
You're all over the as my mother used to say, the Facebook. So that's just a few things that are going on.
Those are a few of our favorite things.
Oh, I'm knitting the Whitney shawl. Oh my goodness. If you were at the oops, look at my needle. I'm using needle tips. I'm using needle tips with my own little tip on them because I'm knitting the edge. But look how pretty this is.
Is that a tip?
Yeah, it's a tip. Here's my tip. Put a tip on your look. How pretty is that? This is Andiamo Light. This will be on the website. Well, actually, it's on the website already, but it'll be on the blocking mats hopefully by Wednesday because I'm knitting the second border right there now. So, all right. I'm going to pull the sharing bucket name.
All right, but the most important question of the day is
Who wants to win?
Who wants to win? Who wants to win?
And then I have something else that I want to share with you as we close out our show.
Round and round she goes. Where she stops, only the nitty gritty yarn girl knows.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They both fell. All right. I'm trying to get just one.
And the winner is
Anna Maria Malone.
Whoa.
All right, Anna, you got it, kiddo. Look at that. And so you know how old that is? That's such an old one that's sitting in there. And you keep sharing and sharing. And what do? We pull out one of the first ones that you entered with. So that is really cool. Congratulations, Anna. Yay. And just keep sharing, folks. You know, your name keeps going in that bucket.
Maria Brandt says that's gorgeous. And Heather Campbell, me. Rita Johnson, Gutterman, me, of course, with a kissy face emoji. Karen Wills, me. Maria Brandt, me. Candace Wise, how do you win? How do you win?
Oh, Candace, thanks for asking. Okay. So all you need to do is share our page, our posts, anything that you see, Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Anytime you share it publicly, make
Privacy
sure you share.
settings.
Yeah, go into your privacy settings and make sure you hit public. Okay. And so when I see that the post has been shared, I click on that and I see who shared it. And everybody who shared the post, their name goes into the sharing bucket. And then every time we go live, we pull a name. And that name, you can win patterns, yarn, pattern books. We have so many different prizes that we share with you. And because we really appreciate it. You are all helping us grow. And we really appreciate that help. So we like to give back however we can.
Heather Campbell, Leslie Welsh Flaherty, Darren Showers, and Donna Nahajlo all congratulate Anna, to which Anna replied, yay!
Yeah. So if you share 3 different posts in one day, Candace, your name goes in the bucket 3 times. And then if your name gets pulled, it goes back in the bucket. So you never stop having a chance to win.
Darren Showers sharing the video, and Karen Wills, I had the best New Year with my daughter drove in to bring our first grandbaby.
Yay!
I cried so much.
Oh, how sweet. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You know, it's interesting. What, is there more? Because I want
Gina Bates says, sweet, Anna. And Candace Wise, thank you for explaining.
Yeah. I look forward to seeing your name as someone who shared. So I like to start off the new year with a message. And it's amazing how these things appear when you least expect them. And I was thinking, you may remember last year, I shared the book, Oh, the Places You'll Go, and talked about growth and opportunity and how you all helped us to grow. I've never heard anyone say, gee, I wish this year wouldn't come to an end. At the end of every year, people are always talking about how they're glad to see that year is over. And even more so in the past 2 years. And I think people had this optimism going into 2021 And some people may have been a little bit disappointed, but we have to think really hard at what 2020 looked like to get some appreciation of how much better than 2020 health wise, or I should say pandemic wise. I don't want to say, I can't blanket that statement for everything because I'm not aware of everything in everyone's life. But when we think about where we were in 2020 with the pandemic, and then in 2021 when the vaccinations came out, and then the second doses, and then the boosters, and we have more and more people who are suffering less and less when they are tested, when they do happen to test positive.
Afflicted.
And with, what was that, honey?
Afflicted.
Yeah, affected, whatever you want to call it. But there's a renewed, there's a new light at the end of that tunnel. And so I was listening and reading all the people's messages about, oh, I'm so glad to see this year come to an end. But I've never heard people say they weren't glad to see a year come to an end, because we always look forward. And this morning, you may have seen on my Facebook page that I shared a post this morning, A New Day's Lyric by Amanda Gorman. And Amanda Gorman, you might remember, was one of the speakers at our last inaugural, at the last inauguration. Just a brilliant young woman. But I want to read to you, to end our show tonight, I want to read New Day's Lyric. And you may have received it. If you'd like to read it along with me if you have it nearby, I'm more than happy. But I just thought this was such an inspiring message from her. It said, "May this be the day we come together. Mourning, we come to mend. Withered, we come to weather. Torn, we come to tend. Battered, we come to better. Tethered by this year of yearning, we are learning that though we weren't ready for this, we have been readied by it. Steadily, we vow that no matter how we are weighed down, we must always pave a way forward. This is our door. This hope is our door, our portal. Even if we never get back to normal, someday we can venture beyond it, to leave the known and take the first steps. So let us not return to what was normal, but reach toward what is next. What was cursed, we will cure. What was plagued, we will prove pure. Where we tend to argue, we will try to agree. Those fortunes we forswore, now the future we foresee. Where we weren't aware, we are now awake. Those moments we missed are now moments we make. The moments we meet and our hearts, once altogether beaten, now altogether beat. Come, look up with kindness yet, for even solace can be sourced from sorrow. We remember not just for the sake of yesterday, but to take on tomorrow. We heed this old spirit in A New Day's Lyric. In our hearts we hear it. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne. Be bold, sang time this year, be bold, sang time. For when you honor yesterday, tomorrow ye will find. Know what we fought, need not be forgot, not for none. It defines us, binds us as one. Come over, join, this day has just begun. For wherever we come together, we will forever overcome. Thank you all for being fans of Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. We love you. We've had an amazing year with you last year, and we look forward to another great year in 2022. Good night. We love you all. Have a safe and healthy week.